possible movement in the stalemate between Melvin Gordon and the Chargers. The team is 1-2. They've been running the ball efficiently, but it would certainly help to have number 28 back on the field. He's in the final year of his rookie deal. He's been asking for a long-term contract or a trade, neither of which has happened. Let's get the skinny. Let's bring in our NFL insider, Adam Schefter. What can you tell us about Melvin Gordon and the Chargers?
David, I think Melvin Gordon was planning to return at some point in October. The longer he sits out, the more he realizes that he'd like to get back. And it sounds like he'll be back at some point soon. Now, there are ongoing conversations to determine exactly when he would report. He does not know that yet. We're waiting to hear that. But it is becoming more and more apparent that this holdout is coming close to ending at some point here. Whether that's this week or next week, the end is near. And we'll wait to see when he does report. He's not going to be able to play this week against the Miami Dolphins if he does report at some point. But the Chargers then would have a fresh set of legs, time to get him ready for the season, somebody to work in with Austin Eckler, Justin Jackson, another weapon to that offense for a team that could use it at this point in time. But it looks like at some point here, in the relatively near future, Melvin Gordon's holdout is going to end, and it's going to end without a new contract. Those two sides are not going to reach agreement on a new deal at this time.
Okay, there you have it. Gordon was due to make $5.6 million this season. He's racked up some fines. We'll see how the team and Gordon works all that out. But Adam Schefter giving us the latest that he could be back relatively shortly. Through 3 weeks of the season, the Chargers pretty much in the same spot as they were last year with their ground game. As you can see, nearly identical numbers as it pertains to volume, efficiency, and balance between the Chargers' top two backs. The Chargers have also lost 2 of their first 3 games this year, same as in 2018 when they went on a run after that. Carrie?
All right, David, we're following another developing story. The Jags announcing this morning that cornerback Jalen Ramsey is not expected to practice today. Ramsey, who has requested to be traded, is now listed on the injury report with a back injury. Ramsey was at the team facility on Monday, you may remember, but did not participate in team workouts because he was ill. It is not clear yet whether he will show up today despite not being able to practice. ESPN's Jags reporter Michael DeRocco joining us live from Jacksonville. Michael, what did head coach Doug Marrone say about Jalen Ramsey this morning?
Good morning, Carrie. It was an interesting exchange, to say the least. Bottom line is he said he really doesn't know a whole heck of a lot, but just take a listen to what he had to say.
When did the injury pop up?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, he just gets tight, you know. I mean, his back got tight. It's normal. His back has gotten tight before. My back's tight. A couple of guys' backs are tight. You know, a couple of guys have hamstrings. I mean, everyone gets the stuff.
Are you at all concerned with him long term or short term?
When the last time? What do you mean, like miss practice again?
Well,
when's the last time you missed practice?
Missed Monday. Missed not practice.
Oh yeah, I mean Monday. I mean, yeah, a lot of guys didn't practice Monday. No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not concerned about it. I don't know. He reported that his back was sore. That's you know, I mean, usually when someone reports their back sore, it could have happened. You know, it could happen again. I don't know. I really don't know.
How did Boye play against?
And in past people that have had the same issues, I haven't known about that either. You know, because if it happens after the game, then we know after the game.
Bottom line with Doug Marrone talking today is he and Jalen Ramsey, their relationship, fine. There's no issue there. Doug Marrone is actually one of the few people that Jalen Ramsey is speaking to in the organization at this time. And here's the thing. People inside the organization expect Ramsey to be here all week and to go ahead and play on Sunday if he's cleared medically. Marrone said, look, keeping his streak alive, he's never missed a game here in his career, is important to Jalen. And one thing I do need to clarify, too, Doug Marrone smiling a lot and laughing in those answers, not because he didn't believe anything he was saying. He was actually taking a shot at me because he doesn't normally see me in a suit. So that kind of made it an interesting exchange today.
Wait, so he's laughing at you because you were in a suit asking questions?
Yeah, normally he sees me in shorts and a T-shirt here getting ready to go out to practice. So
Okay.
I think it threw him off his game a little bit.
All right, way to keep it all in context. I appreciate that. Jags traveled to Denver on Sunday to face the Broncos. Michael DeRocco with us here on SportsCenter. You look good in a suit, my friend.
What will Daniel Jones, a.k.a., yes, there they are, Danny Dimes, do for an encore? The guy had an 18-point second-half comeback on the road without his best offensive weapon, Saquon Barkley. This week, it's his home debut in a division game against the Redskins. It's been a dizzying week for Jones and the Giants. Experts apologizing to Dave Gettleman. All of a sudden, the sun is shining again over New Jersey. There is hope for the New York Football Giants, and there is our Giants reporter, Jordan Ranan, joining us now live from East Rutherford. So, what's the vibe there, Jordan, now that Daniel Jones has arrived and got them their first win of the season?
Yeah, it's almost strange because you would think, oh, my God, Saquon Barkley's injured. He's not even here. He's in Green Bay in Wisconsin getting his ankle checked. That would be almost like a state of emergency, but it's not, because there's hope now that they finally found their quarterback. And I spoke to a bunch of the receivers and playmakers over the last few days after the game as well. And what really seems to stick out to me is that they now know that plays can be extended. There's more opportunities for big plays out there for these receivers. You saw that with Evan Ingram. You saw that with Sterling Shepard, both with 100-yard receiving games and Daniel Jones' first start. So this has them excited. I had a coach last year tell me, look, when Eli's there, the second the play is off schedule, it's over. That is no longer the case anymore. So there's a new sense of optimism, it seems, on this practice field when Daniel Jones is sitting there throwing the ball, and they know that he can make plays with his legs. There's also a rejuvenation of sorts with this fan base that it was kind of stuck in a malaise for a few years because of the struggles of this team. What 8 wins in the past 2 years prior to the other day? Real struggles, and now they have their new franchise quarterback, it seems, and I spoke to people at Fanatics who sells the licensed merchandise. They actually handle Giants.com and selling the merchandise and jerseys on their site. Daniel Jones has been the #1 seller out of all players in the entire NFL, including Patrick Mahomes, every day since Sunday. And in the first 2 hours Sunday, after the game, he sold just as much, even more actually, than Patrick Mahomes the entire day.
Wow. All right. What a difference a week or two makes there for Daniel Jones and the Giants. They're hosting the 0-3 Redskins on Sunday. Jordan giving us the very latest from New Jersey. Carrie?
David, fans are so fanatical, aren't they, and moody. Meanwhile, for more on Daniel Jones, let's bring in our NFL analyst, Dan Orlovsky. He's the #1 jersey now, Dan. That's interesting, right?
Not bad.
So, admittedly, many folks are walking back their take on Daniel Jones. He is now loved by many. So you've looked at the film from the rookie's first start on Sunday. What did you see from him?
Out of all the good things that he did, Kerry, the most impressive thing was how he handled that 2-minute drill at the end of the game. Because for quarterbacks, the 2-minute drill is totally different than regular football because it's sudden death. There is no such thing as, hey, just throw the ball away, punt, and live another down. And just his feel for the situation, his understanding of where to go with the football, and I need to go with the football here, and making sure that incompletions were more important than just short completions, getting the ball to the sideline, allowing his players or receivers to get out of bounds, moving away from some form of a pressure to be able to deliver the football downfield. This is a very specific situation for a quarterback to have to handle because you're not used to it. It's not like the normal down of football. And then 4th and goal, having to score, the quickness, the decisiveness of making that choice within that moment. Again, if he takes off there and gets sacked or tackled before the end zone, there is no such thing as, hey, we can kick a field goal and we got points. So just his ability to handle that 2-minute drill on the road within the realm of the situation, incredibly impressive.
All right, so he's a Hall of Famer now, we're saying.
Give him the jacket today.